What is good, guys? It is Reed and welcome back to part 2 of my street card to box video. This was originally actually going to be in part 1, but I thought that the concept was different enough that it would be a good fit for part 2. This is a little spin on it. It's going to use some of the same moves, but it's going to use them in a different context, and the effect is totally different. It's more like a sort of prediction miracle style effect. You're also going to get some really valuable insight on using the OTO Index as sort of a vanish or a subtlety in making people believe that a card they have named is no longer in the deck, and so you can either use it as a vanish if that card doesn't appear anywhere else, or as proof that that card is where you say it is. So in this context, there's going to be a card in the box. They're going to name any card, and then we're going to go through the deck and show them that the card that they named is not there, evidently proving that it's the one in the box. So it's a super nice subtlety and a really nice shift of context on the OTO Index. If you haven't checked out that video, make sure you do check it out, because you will need that sort of background of the OTO Index to understand the mechanics and the psychology that goes into it to make this version of it work. And you can use this for a ton of different effects, as you'll see, but in this I've used it with the card to box and the ditch move that you've learned. Also, make sure you go check out part 1 of the card to box if you haven't seen that, so you can learn the mechanics behind the ditch move and some of the moves that we're going to be using. So without any further ado, let's get into part 2 of card to box outfit change. Now, let's talk about version number 2. So version number 2 is sort of a prediction style effect, right? You could do this to me like a classic card to box where there's nothing in the box. They inspect it, they see there's nothing inside, and you have it empty, and then they name a card, and you could use the OTO Index, or you could have a card selected and signed and then controlled, and you cop the card off, and there's nothing in the box, and you say watch. And then you go in and you take it and you take the card out. You could do it that way, but I don't know. It's so much stronger to me when the card changes and there's no other card in sight, and the cleanup move, like that, that case would obviously you wouldn't have to use the cleanup move, but that's the brilliance of the cleanup move. Using that cleanup just makes the effect so much stronger, and it's such a fun move to execute and practice as well. So version 2 is also going to use this. So what you're going to do is you're going to make a prediction beforehand. You're just going to pick out a literal random card, and without looking, neither of you are going to see it, and you're going to put it into the box face down. Now what you can do to make this a little bit better is peek a card, or pick a card that has a high probability of them saying. For me, that'd be the 7 of hearts, and I would just, right before the trick, I'd cull it to the top, and then I'd slip cut it into the middle and hold the break. So now I'll spread through and I'll say, look, we'll just take out a random card. Let's go maybe this one here. Now it's the 7 of hearts, and we don't look at it, and it's important that you don't look at it. No one sees it, and you put it in there like that. Or, you could kind of spread through, take a random one, and then maybe get a bubble peek of it or something. But my preferred way is I would just control the 7 of hearts, and then, pretend to take out a random card, but actually take out the 7 of hearts. Or I would actually just, take out a random card and just do it for real. So if I know the 7 of hearts is in there, now if they say it, we have a miracle, and I know it's a miracle. If I don't know the card's in there, well, as I'm executing the OTO Index, I'm going to find out that it is the card in there, and then we still have a miracle. It just takes that extra second of me looking through here to, confirm that, but I'll still never touch the box, so it doesn't make much difference. You say, I want you to hold on to this. So you have them hold on to it. You're going to say, all right, I want you to think about this very carefully. It's a completely free choice. Name any card you want. And they say the 6 of spades. Now this is where we're going to use the OTO Index as sort of a vanish to convince them that this card is not in the deck. I suppose it's not a vanish in this context, but you can see how you can use this as a vanish, where if we take this out of the picture and now I say name any card, and now we go through and their card is not in the deck, it becomes a vanish. In our case, we're using this vanish as a convincer that it's in the box, and this is super strong. If you can go through the whole deck and show them that their card's there, or not there, sorry, not in the deck, then it proves that that has to be their card in there because it's not in here. There's a weird psychology where it's almost, I've done effects where using the OTO Index where I just show them that their card is not in this deck, the card they freely named, and I don't even need to reveal that their card is in here. They'll just believe it. They're just convinced. Like once I reveal it in there, it's not even as strong because they were already sure it was in there because it wasn't in the deck. So that's why this principle, this OTO Index, and using it in this way is so powerful. And I haven't really talked about it much before, but you'll see how strong this is. So they say 6 of spades. So now as I come through, again, I'm just doing the index idea where you kind of have this rhythm where you're just looking at the cards slightly before they are, but it feels like they're seeing every card, which, because they are, just slightly after you, and it gives you a chance to keep their card out of view. So I say, the 6 of spades, let's look for that. 6 of spades, not here, not here, not here. And we can keep going through, and if we look, I don't see the 6 of spades anywhere in this deck. Let's check again to make sure here. You can go through like this, and there's no 6 of spades. But I've really had it on top that whole time. So how that works, get the box out of the way here, is it's the same idea as sort of the auto index. You're just doing that rhythm. So I'm just spreading it towards me as I come into view, and your eyes stay at the front. Because as you're pushing over, your eyes can, as long as you keep them up here, you can see every card before they do. So you're spreading, and I come down, and as long as I don't see the 6 of spades, I bring it into view. I say it's not here, and then as I'm closing, I just use that as an excuse to bring the card slightly back to me as I spread another packet and come down. And you only have to do this 3 or 4 times to get through the whole deck. And I go through again, and now when I spot their card, I'm just culling it out, right? So 6 of spades is there. So boom, I come through and I show them, look, it's not here, and obviously it's not here. And I come through, oh, I've just spotted it right there. So as I come down, I'm just moving the 5 of hearts over top of it as I come into view, and then I can take all the time in the world I need to call that card out. So how it looks like is I say, it's not here, it's not here, and now my eyes have spotted it, so I'm gonna pull the 5 of hearts over top, so now I can still say it's not here, and then I'll just cull it. And once I've culled it, I just stop doing the rhythm. I just say, look, yeah, we can see it's really not here. I don't see it anywhere, 6 of hearts, but no, and then the last card, I love to pick it up and go like this. It's a really nice subtlety, and again, I'm just putting that underneath their culled card. Then what I like to do is say, no way, there's no way, let's try that again. And you go through again, and this time you can be completely fair, show the entire deck, and just when you get near the end, you're just gonna retract the card in, like basically cull it from the bottom, and then you get to the bottom, and you can do that nice display again, and then just shove the card there, and it makes it look like the card has vanished. So now that has to be the card in the deck. Now this all works because I don't know what the card is. If I did, pretend like it was a prediction where I would take this out and place it in and I know what card it is, then the problem is the second they name the card, I have to act like I know what it is. And so why would I go through the deck to see if it's vanished? Because I already know it's vanished. So that's why I like to do it where you don't know what the card is in the box in their mind. So now it makes sense that you come through and you say, all right, 6 of spades, not here, 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 not here. Say, there's no way. Could it be? And then you go into the reveal. So for the reveal, you've controlled it to the top, and you're just going to simply, cop it off again. Do the cop, take the box, and one thing I should have mentioned is you want to make sure the card goes, in this case, the face towards the flap. So when you loaded it and you didn't see it, you put the face down with the flap down so that the face is towards the flap so that none of you saw it. So now when you take the box back, just after you've done the cop, you say, well, let's see, you said 6 of spades. There's only one card in here, and now you reach in, pull out the 6 of spades, hand it to them, do the ditch move, and you are totally clean. I guess it's sort of a prediction or sort of more of a miracle because you don't really necessarily know what the card is, but it's a really cool kind of prediction type effect that I think is a really neat spin on doing this that I've played around with a bit more recently. So yeah, just keep some of those ideas in mind, and it really is sort of just a shift in context. So to run through it again, you would control either the ace of spades, 7 of hearts, queen of hearts, a card that you have a high chance of getting named, slip cut it into the middle, and you say, all right, let's just take out a random card here. Maybe let's go with this one here. I don't want anyone to see it. You're gonna open the box so flap is down and stick the card in face down so that no one can see it, and you close it in like that. And you say, all right, so there's a card in there, neither of us know what it is, but I want you to name any card you want, absolutely free choice. They say 10 of clubs, and you say, all right, 10 of clubs, let's see how you did, all right? So, all right, 10 of clubs, all right, I don't see it here, it's not here, not here, there's the 10 of spades, not here, 10 of hearts, not there, not there, not there, not, that's crazy, hold on, there's no way, let's do that again. You go through, don't see any 10 of clubs. So you can see how fair, how clean that looks. Meanwhile, I've had it on top the whole time. So in that case, I got lucky. It was right near the top. So the second I spread, I saw it. So I just came down, and then the rest of the deck I can do in view. If it wasn't, I would spread and say, look, it's not there, not there, not there, until I find it. Now I get it here, I cop it off. I say, how crazy would it be? You could have said any card. Let me see here. Remember, you open up all the flaps nice and wide. You reach in. You have this. Your thumb comes underneath, and you say, look, and the 10 of clubs. And there's nothing else in the box. And I've copped off that card, and I pocket it. Just a quick touch on the OTO Index again. What you're doing is you're spreading, but I'm just looking for all the new cards. So I see 4 of spades, jack of hearts, 4 of clubs, and you can scan this so fast, just looking for their card, right? You're just looking for that one card, 10 of clubs. So I see 10 of clubs, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, right? And you can do this to make it appear like any card is vanished, right? See, in this effect, I use it as any card is vanished, right? I made the card vanish from here. I mean, it's kind of a vanish, but again, you can see how you could use this as a vanish of any card very easily, but it really convinces them that that's their card in the box by doing this. You have to try it. They don't even need to see that their card's in the box. They'll just believe it because of how fair this process of showing them every single card is. And I really like to do it the second time because you get that extra clean moment, and it helps create that false memory of how clean it was. But really all you're doing is you're getting a slight peek as you come into view. Look, it's not here. And as you come back, it feels, you know, closing the deck, it just feels normal. It feels natural to bring the hands up a bit as you close the deck. So you're just taking advantage of that, and you're keeping your eyes near the front so you can peek all the new cards coming into view. So the second their card comes into view, you can just get it out of view. So boom, boom. Let's say I see 3 of clubs here. What I would do is I would just push the jack over top, and I can either cull it right away or come down into view, then cull it underneath. Either way. So let's say 10 of diamonds. So I go through, boom, there's 1 spread, 2 spread. So now on the way down, I'd cover it. And I'd say, look, it's not here, cull it, and then I just stay in view. Not here, not here, not here, not here, not here. Control it to the top, and I say, no, hold on, there's no way. Let's check again. We must have missed it. Use that line as your justification to go through a second time. And at the very end, you just pull it back again. What you kind of do there is you just straddle the deck, pinky and index, and then you can just pull that card. You need to do that straddle so that none of the other cards move, because if you just try to pull it, the whole thing will come. So what you do is you straddle pinky and index so you have pressure, and now you can just pull the 1 card out. As you continue thumbing through and you do this little move at the end, show both sides, it feels really fair. So I hope you guys like this variation. Let me know in the comments below if you liked variation 1 more, variation 2, what you thought of this effect in general, and if you are going to use it and perform it. As always, this video was great to make, and I think this is one of my favorite effects that I've taught on the channel so far. I really love the ditch move and the cleanup move there. It's really, really nice. If you need any help with anything you learned in this video or anything else on the channel, or just anything magic or mentalism related in general, send me an email, rfsleights@gmail.com, and we can set up a private lesson, get you on the way to becoming a better magician. Stay tuned, we got a lot of great videos coming out on the channel very soon. With all that said, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.